There's something in the very nature of humankind that loves to gather and to celebrate. Whether it be for a party, or a formal occasion, for a concert, or even for a time of sadness, we have an inherent need to be together, to share these moments together. We are made for community. And I think that this Mass of Chrism is one of the liturgies of the Church that powerfully captures that reality in terms of our life as a church. Because on this day, at this Mass, we gather to celebrate some of the fundamentals of our faith. We celebrate the gift of the oils which capture the sacramental life of our church. And we celebrate the gift of priesthood, the pastors who are called by God to lead and to guide and to serve the communities of faith. I always wish that everyone in the diocese could actually be together for this moment, because it's at these moments that we have a sense of the unity of being together. We also gain a glimpse of the universal nature of the church, or the fact that it's so much wider than just our individual faith communities. And within our very being, there's a deep desire for actions which symbolise who we are and what's important to us. We have it most clearly in our liturgical life. It's one of the great treasures of the Church. What we do, how we do it, the formality that sits around our liturgies allows us to act in unison, to be united in our actions and our symbols. We experience it when we're united in song, when we pray through singing our hymns, when we all move in the same way at the same time. There's something deeply human and powerful about these moments. And they come from our very creation from God, because they capture something of the divine unity that we all share in. And even when people deny this holy dimension, they still give it expression within our secular realm, from the actions of people who wear the same colours and the same gear at sports games, or when people gather together when there are tragedies, or when we gather for parades. Many times there are moments of great joy. We see that at this Mass as we bless the oils which will be used in the sacramental life of the Church. Each of these oils will be prayed over by me as the bishop, the point of unity for our diocese, and we'll call upon God's blessing on them. And then they will be collected by you, representing all the people of faith in our diocese from our different faith communities. And then you will take them out to be used when people are baptised or confirmed or ordained or seeking healing. They are holy moments when God is made present and the oils are used to mark them. These are treasured and sacred signs of God's presence and power with us. And so what a privileged moment it is for us to gather, to experience this unity, and to go forth from here, bringing God's grace and healing and power to those who will partake in the sacraments, those who will be the recipients of these oils. And gathered here are our priests, who have responded to God's call to be ministers of the gospel, to allow themselves to be configured to Christ in a particular way as instruments of God's grace and ministers of the sacraments. This is holy work. And as priests, we are most aware of our unworthiness to do this. and yet God still works through us, despite our own sinfulness and shortcomings. That's why each year we gather together in unity around the bishop to commit again to the promises that we made at our ordination. But more than that, we also acknowledge that the priesthood comes from within the community. That as priests we don't act in isolation, but in fact are called and must be shepherds of our communities. And that's why in a few moments I will ask you to pray for your priests and for their holiness. Because when priests are holy, they are most able to work with the people of faith to come to God more fully and effectively. We are all called as a church to be on mission, to grow in our own holiness and to bring the news of Christ to others. In this Chrism Mass, we gather to ask God's continued blessings on us all as we cooperate with his plan for his people and for each one of us.